Hello, welcome back. Last time I entered Sif's domain and everything's been going pretty well. So, I'm here, there's a sigil to my right, there's a rhombus to my left, but across a gap, I need the help of at least you, maybe both of you, unless Sif can do it, to, don't push you one south with a floor there, to get out of there. I'd prefer to do it with just sigil alone, but I'm not sure I can. So it looks to me like the suggestion is something like, go here, take this, put it there, take this, put it there. That looks like an incomplete solution, though. Like, I could do those things, it would result in me just going around here uselessly forever, having a hole in my floor here, being able to go back up this way, but then just getting stuck. I could take this and put it in my wand. Okay, I think I see. So take this, put it here, take this, put it here, take this, put it here, and then I've already done another loop with the shadow, so I'm already done, right? Did I calculate that all right? I might have. It looks like I did. Okay. Dragons and chests. Swap up to 2 blocks and also pick up another one if you want. Trap floors, sigils... Woob. Woob. Okay. Don't really care about these much. I think I'm going to go down here. Which I can do. Gain some more blocks. And I have dumping grounds, sort of. Okay, yeah. So once again, I feel like in every... Oh, I have a dragon limit. Okay, never mind. That's probably not what I do. Let's restart. Right, kind of forgot about the dragons once I started doing that. Alright, so these, obviously, you can't actually go around more than, like, once. So maybe I just go once. It's probably like over here, spawn that, over here. That's completely insufficient. Okay, so I can move 2 blocks and then open up one more. I assume this is just for symmetry. This is it's effectively 5 dragons. The 6th one doesn't really do anything. Because there's no reason I would ever want to open up a hole here without moving the block somewhere else. So if that's what I'm doing... It does feel valuable to move the stairway from south to north. Also maybe move the sigil from south to north. Can I do both? Stairway, go across here, put it, pick up sigil, have a shadow behind me, not be able to back up, have a hole in front of me, not be able to go forward. Also, if I'm stepping across a trap floor, then no matter what, that kills me if I have a shadow trail, unless... I don't think there's an unless. Okay, here I'm just not at all sure what to do. Let's try some random things and just see where they put me. I mean, this is completely useless. There was no way that action could have ever worked for anything. Okay, so what about... this one? I mean, that's already killed me. So no. I need to bring something with me. There's no really useful place for this to go, though. If I could have had a whole lot more of these, maybe something, but I couldn't have. Hmm. 2 swaps, huh? 2 swaps and lots of other problems, too. There are a lot more than 2 swaps that it seems like I need to be able to do. Alright, so for one thing, if I'm not really interacting with this row, which I feel like I'm not because of the verticality, then these need to be on the same side as each other. Oh, hello chests. You're there for a reason. Hello chests. You're there for a reason. You can solve all my problems. The chests can solve all my problems. Check it. This isn't a complete solution, but it might be enough of one. Yes, it might be... Okay, I did the wrong chest. Did I? I don't think I did. Check it. There we go. Thanks, chests. I'll take you, too. There was a puzzle element here that I wasn't realizing was a puzzle element. Alright, eggs in a sieve. Tans in a hand. Killed the hand with a tan, and the rest of them go away, but I need to not have a shadow at the time. No dragons. Who do I think the dragon is? Let's make a theory. Void Lords are. Add Eus or tail. B. Okay, I know which statue B is. That's the lion. Or the smiling man. Mon, that's the traitorous well, sure, they do call him traitorous. The dubious merchant? That's the name. Does Mon have a statue? I assume every Void Lord has a statue equivalent. Maybe this is a false equivalence I'm drawing. But, like, this association's pretty strong. This one is... But the B association... Yeah, the B statue is definitely a B statue. This makes sense for Tan. So dragon could be Lev. Could be probably not Gore. Could be, but probably is not Mon. Could be, probably is not Eus. I thought I had a theory for which statue represents Ad. Which one would that be, though? Anyway, let's just imagine the dragons are Lev and move on because this speculation means nothing. Anyway, so I need to push this before a shadow trail has spawned. Sure, I'm gonna have to deal with that at some point afterward, but I think that can be at some point afterward, so maybe I just don't worry about it now. This doesn't get me anywhere. I can't pick up anything else from here. I can't step on that. I can't move this. The only thing I can do is step on this. Can I, like, keep my statue... my shadow from spawning? Hold on. Or... is there a way to do this without... killing? Like, if I could push that east or west, there could be. This... yeah, the joke may be that I actually just unpack this without killing, because I can't make that... well, I could make the kill, but also it's meaningless for the statue status. So I think maybe I'm just navigating this without making the kill. Okay, now, sure, I still have this problem, because I'm hoping I can resolve it later. Oh, yeah, I can hope. Sure, I'll be optimistic. Let's just see what happens here. Okay, valid so far. Stepping north is still, because check it. I got my stairway open. Okay, this looks quite promising. Next step would be, let's say I'll push you off and take this. I could walk over here and put it there. Or I could put it here, which is much more productive, because that gives me a turnaround I can use to grab the pressure plate, and I think I'm done. Basically. Oh yeah, actually. Alright, that was a lot of misdirection in that puzzle. Alright, what was my theory? This is Lev? Could be, I don't know. Just seemed like the best fitting one. Alright, so easy bottom access. I think this is just a don't step on your tail puzzle. However, there are only 2 dragons here. I have to hold the dragons. Okay. Hold the dragons, because otherwise you're not crossing this gap. Hold the dragons with a shadow following. Okay. Chest is the only thing I can bump against right now. Which dragon would I like to hold first? This one looks easier. Just because it looks like it doesn't mean it is, though. Let's just try going and see what happens. Like, what problems will I run into? I'm in void mode, so experimentation is basically free. Alright, I have already run into a problem. I think I'm dead already. Because I can't wand to stall. And that leech is in a bad spot. The other leech is also in a bad spot. Okay, so let's try doing that, but with a few bumps first. Let me get on, like... Oh, right, of course. Other side of that thing. I think now would be the time to go for that. That works much better. Alright, now I don't necessarily need to acquire a second shadow here. Here's a place to stall. And I can start... Oh no, sorry, there's another dragon. I can't start reforming terrain yet. Alright. So I stall until you are here. Then I'll gain a second shadow trail. Which would mean there's exactly one configuration here that works, wouldn't there? I don't think you're compatible with that. I think I have to go east first, maybe. Because I think west was compatible with 2 shadows. I think I have to do east first. Because I would have to arrive... So... even if you are here facing north, that's 1, 2, 3, 4 turns until you step on my tail. 1, 2, 3, 4, and my tail's still there. Yeah, no, I can't do it this way. Gotta be the other way. Okay, so stall until grubs are in a good place. If I go now, I really imagine they are not. However, there's also stalling I can do here. So this timing is bad. How's the parity? Acceptable. Okay, I worked out a solution. So now, with a longer tail, I'm just going to go with the same leech timing I used last time. Second leech might not play into the situation. So, got some issues. I don't think I can make it... Yeah, I can make it across. Right? What's move order like? Friendly? Okay. Now, next task. I like the idea of doing this. It gives me a lot more room to do things. And I can just kind of make my own raft here. And ignore the leech-infested one. Take apart the leech-infested one for parts. I'm gonna stash you there and get you just out of my way. Okay. Getting there. I'm pretty sure I can turn this into a working solution. Easily. Trivially. I'm already done. Okay. Alright, so free access to the bottom if you want it. How many dragons? 1, 2, 3, 4. That one's sitting on a stairway, so until everybody's dead, I'm not eliminating all the dragons. Now, the 4 number may be significant, because note that no, I don't have to eliminate this dragon. That is not strictly necessary, because I can... Well, yeah, sure, I can just push it north or south. These will already be gone Those do have to go away. Okay. So, pre-made hole here. If I just step north-south, one of you dies, and there is no reason whatsoever not to do that. So I get to open up 2 holes. It looks pretty likely that I am going to have to take on a shadow trail in the process of doing that. Oh, hang on. No, I can open up... yeah, 2 holes. So you're easy to deal with if that's gone. I don't have to do anything extra. You are a big problem. Can't exactly solve it by going down here, because if I step here from any of those angles, I have a shadow behind me, and that's unhealthy. Unless, like, I swap this for a floor tile, which actually solves everything, doesn't it? Except for you. And the fact that it doesn't solve you is kind of a problem. There's also, like, push kills. That's an option. Alright, so let's imagine I replaced one of these. Just like, put this here, take, I don't know, that, and put it here. First of all, you've advanced twice, which is not very healthy for me, but actually not a problem, because you'd eventually go in this hole. So I'd go down here, I'd go back and forth, I can make 3 kills, and get back without having affected anything else. I've used my wand, 1, 2, 3, 4 times. That's already too many. Never mind, that doesn't work. So I'm definitely not going down here and making kills from here. I could make this kill from right here, but that would incur a lot of shadow trails. Looks like minimum 4, because if I'd go across and bring you to this point first, then go down, get 1 shadow, go here, so you step south, get another shadow. Actually, instead, you would start charging me here. So no, I can't even really do that the way I'm imagining. I could also just play with the puzzle and see where things lead, but I kind of want to route this out. Like, I want to stay in the habit of doing things this way, because I'm not going to be void forever. I will need to do this. I do fully intend to do this run from 161 onward without being void at some point. So, you know, getting the plan together now. But I could trial and error my way into a plan and just use that next time. That's an option, but it's not how I want to do this. Okay, so again, I don't think I'm going down here. That just doesn't seem practical for the puzzle. So, you 2 problems. These 2 problems. What do I think I'm going to do about them? The dragons permit, open 1 hole, close that hole, open another hole, and that's all. I don't need to do anything special for you other than just traverse to here. You, of course, intersect with those 2 at some point somehow. The position where you are creates a pinch point for going anywhere north. Well, you also create one. So I'm gonna get shadowed, for one thing. Like, I just have to accept a shadow trail. Ah. So that means... that's fine. I can go push you to the... Ooh. That would mean... that would put a limitation on the number of holes I can open. So if I'm getting shadow trailed, then I think that means I'm pushing this dragon off. You go away, I have to continue around this loop, which I can do. I get additionally shadow trailed, but at that point that's okay probably, because everybody's dead. Oh, remember. Okay. Remember this mechanic? Shadow trails can't exist before these go away. Right. So, if a shadow trail is here, Tan doesn't leave. Okay, so I do have to do all of this without stepping on a sigil. That changes the puzzle quite a bit. Yeah, so shadow trails strictly forbidden until the very end, at which point they kind of don't matter. I can move one block and then open up a hole. What hole could both of you go into? None? Like, okay, so you're protected from being brought this way by this sigil, and this sigil, and this sigil. Right, so if I want to get into your column from this quadrant, it's impossible without getting shadow trailed or moving the floor around. If I want to get into your column from this quadrant, it's very possible, however, opening up a hole at the same time doesn't look possible without getting shadowed. Because those are all pretty guarded against. Starting to feel like the most productive available action is to take this sigil away. I guess dump it like here, then retrieve that, replace you. No, that's 4 wand uses. That's too many. No, that's no good. So taking a sigil somewhere else doesn't help my traversability. Only taking a floor somewhere else does. So I'd love to, like, open this as a hole, but the problem is I'd have to step here to do that. Unless I did it from there. Maybe this is the spot where I want to put a floor. So let's say I took... I guess it'd have to be this floor specifically, because that's the only one I can really reach. Put it here, then opened a hole in this spot. By stepping there, and taking. Then I could lure you south. And that wouldn't help with the rest of these. Yeah, I could get this one. So that would kill these two. You can just die from whatever. But that doesn't do anything for this. Okay, well let's see if that much works, if I'm understanding what I'm doing. Yeah, 3 dragon eyes open. The eyes that aren't where their eyes are, but you know, they're clearly eyes. Probably. Oh, and I forgot I'd opened a hole here specifically, which makes it impossible to walk over there anyway. Okay. So that is not it. I suppose there's one more nuance to this in that... Oh, there is one more nuance to this. In that if I'm still on the sigil at the time that the last ghost dies, like say like this, if that ghost were already dead, I'd be fine. But now I'm not fine. Alright, so that was actually reasonably close. There's no possible way you can help me, so I cannot imagine that that is a problem to do. Like, that's definitely my opening move. Query that I'm not sure I'd be able to answer. Do these block each other's line of sight? I think I have a way to test that. I'll burn a life for this. They do, yes. Okay. That's the only way I could imagine you being useful to keep around. However, I also don't think that is indeed a useful action. Okay, this one's taking some pondering. Have I parsed this situation correctly? This is two 2x2s. This is the way I'm mentally modeling this. Therefore, immovable until something else changes. And the only thing else that's going to change is to get the monsters gone so these disappear. So I think I'm correct about this situation. There's no approach that just deals with it without making all the kills. 1, 2, 3, 4 dragons. 1 wand picks up, 2 wand puts down, 3 wand picks up, 4th wand is forbidden. So yeah. Pick up 1 block, put down that block potentially somewhere else, pick up 1 more block is my limit. While that first block is picked up, of course, it's a hole that a ghost can go into. That's legal. Is there anything more complicated I can do with how I route you that wouldn't... Well, even if I hadn't opened up a hole here in my previous attempt, that wouldn't help me much. Like I could have lured this over, probably into the hole I had. I lured it into this hole, so that's not really any different. How do I resolve you without stepping on a thing? That's kind of the big question, isn't it? I need to place... I'm thinking like, here's an appealing spot, but it's not that appealing. I need to place a floor somewhere that allows me to deal with you. Because opening up a hole doesn't do it. The only place I can reach without immediately spawning a shadow is here, and then that kills me because you're there. I can't move you south. I can't move you east, I can't get to your west, I can't get to your north. So you are the big question mark in this puzzle. It'd be great if I could open a hole here and just kill you last while standing there. That's what the statue could do with this. But there's no way I'm opening up a hole here without stepping off of this sigil unless I'm approaching that one from the south. Which would mean putting something here, which I cannot do. There was a turn order thing that I checked a few floors ago, where I determined that shadow spawning happens at some order in the turn, where if I'm stepping off a sigil and making a kill, then that doesn't get rid of the statues. I think what it is it happens immediately after my turn. Then the monster goes, like whatever I was doing that would kill that monster wouldn't have gone off until the shadow was already spawned. Okay. So you. You must move. I cannot kill you in place. I don't have anything to push into you. So you have to move. How do I move you? My best bet is standing here, however that doesn't actually kill you unless there's a hole. Okay, so it feels like I want to open up this as a hole. If I were to simply walk there and do that, this would fall. You would have a future death there. I would ditch the sigil just wherever, be able to open up another hole somewhere for you. Okay, so hole here is the most productive thing. That deals with 2 at once. The most problematic one just leaves this problem. So these 2 being intertwined. We got problem number 1, problem number 2. With number 1 dealt with, how does number 2 die? Did I have a way without stepping on a thing? Now that I see, let's forget about problem number 2 for a moment and just verify that I've dealt with problem number 1 correctly. Of course I have. I mean, yeah, there's no ambiguity there. It's just I gotta ditch the sigil somewhere. That's fine, I can do that, but process of doing that doesn't help me do the rest of the room. I can put it here, and I need to take something. But there isn't a something to take. Wait. It's like almost there, but not quite. Okay, let's try the turn order thing just in case it doesn't work the way that I think it does. That would mean take this, move you down. That's not the one I wanted to take. Oh, I can't take this one. That's not available to me. Never mind. I was going to take that, lead you down there, step up here to make the kill. Can I take this? Not meaningfully. Okay, what if I'm taking the second and instead first reshaping the floor in a productive way? Okay, that's more promising. So reshape floor first. This is the second one I take. I just do all my work in this quadrant. Okay, how do I set up a trap for you that's compatible with everything else I'm doing? That would mean you're going in this hole? That's impossible. No, instead you're going to have to go in whatever hole I open up. That also doesn't seem particularly doable. My hole opening opportunities are incredibly limited. I can only move you south. Because that happens at a stage of the puzzle where I haven't dealt with you yet. So west is out. Only south. East, of course, doesn't work. North, of course, doesn't work. So if you can only move south, after moving south, once, no good still, twice, not very good, but some potential here. 3 times I don't know how I would do without putting a floor there, which I also don't know how I would do. So twice is the most promising looking one. Okay, so let's explore that avenue then. But if I move you before dealing with this, then I just die because you're here or here when I walk that way. So I'd have to have you actually all the way dead before I take this sigil, if that's the order that I'm doing things. What? I mean, I'll do this just to do it. This is obviously wrong, because I die. Yeah, it dies too. Great. So what? Doesn't help because I fall in that hole. And you are still in place at that time. If I'm... Maybe my end state is wrong. Maybe I'm just doing something completely different. It could be. Wait a second. Oh, here's what I'm not seeing. Got it, got it, got it, got it, got it. I can make this move. There we go. I somehow just did not see that. Of course I can make that move. Of course I can make that move. There, done. Okay, cool. just a very simple move I did not see. Fair enough. Alright, good. Good, good, good. 212. Next time, I'll see you then.